So in other words, parang ganito to mga kababayan sa mga members of this committee. Parang yung project na ginagawa po ng NGCP, hindi pa po nagagamit, hindi pa siya useful, hindi pa siya commission, hindi pa natin makikita na siya efficient dahil hindi pa siya tapos, sinisigil na natin sa taong bayan. At ito po ang mali sa ginagawang desisyon ng ERC.
Siguro po, meron mang pagkukulang yung ERC. May pagkukulang din po talaga din si NGCP kasi po, meron siyang naaprobahang mga proyekto, sinisingil na sa atin, pero hindi pa rin po talaga nila, hindi pa rin po nga nasimula.
Yeah, just very quickly, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable J.J. Suarez, our Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. This is very quick, Mr. Chair. I was going through the concession agreement that NGCP entered into, and since we're talking about projects of NGCP, Mr. Chair, can I request for a list of all the accredited contractors used by NGCP to repair, maintain, improve, expand their transmission assets? Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I just need that list, lahat ng mga
NGCP, I'm sorry.
accredited
I'm sorry.
contractors sila.
NGCP, there's a request by the Deputy Speaker.
Yeah, we submitted it already, Mr. Chair.
May I confirm with the Committee Secretary? Are you in receipt of these documents as requested? Can you please show the Deputy Speaker?
And the specific projects, Mr. Chair, that they've undertaken as well.
There are, that has not been submitted. the
Specific projects for
Yes.
contractor, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Okay.
That has not been
We will
submitted.
submit, Mr. Chair.
Kasi dito po natin makikita, Mr. Chair, kung talagang up-to-date at saka yung performance ng NGC pagdating sa pag-expand ng mga bagong linyang kuryente na kinikailangan ng ating mga bayan-bayan, especially yung mga tinatawag natin geographically disadvantageous areas. So I just wanted to see from a macro level the performance of the contractors being employed by NGCP to improve our transmission lines. So not just the list, but I also need the specific area and projects that they're engaged in. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. So we're clear. We will be expecting those documents
Yes, Mr. Chair.
before the next hearing.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you
Chair.
very much. The next interpreter would be the Honorable Dan Fernandez
Okay, thank
of
you
the
so
Lone
much.
District of Santa Rosa City.
Maraming salamat po. 23 tayo ngayon, nagtatrabaho pa tayo. Talagang para sa bayan. Alright. So maraming salamat sa lahat ng resource persons who have been here. A while ago, Chairman Mona Lisa have mentioned itong final determination by 2025. If I'm not mistaken, noong 2019 we started discussing about this weighted average cost of capital kasi it all boils down with this, no? And even the delayed projects that we are talking about, no, lahat po yan ay kasama doon sa pinakadulo na kung saan ay magkaroon tayo ng final determination for the weighted average cost of capital. So ang tanong ko dito, Mona Lisa, doon sa pagdetermine ng final determination by 2025 from 15.01% weighted average cost of capital that was computed since 2011 and used for the third regulatory period of 2011 to 2015, bumaba ito ng 10.3. Tama? Am I correct?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Okay. So, bumaba po yung ating weighted average of capital. Kung baga, ito yung profit na makukuha ng NGCP. Would you agree with me that in the consideration of the final determination, you have a draft initial determination that was approved by the ERC? And in accordance with the discussion of the members of the commission, I have seen that you have nag-hired po pa tayo ng mga appraisal para po dun sa pag-compute ng ating regulatory asset base.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. Ang tanong po ay,
Nag-hire ang ERC. Di ba nag-hire tayo ng
we hired consultants.
Royal Asia
Royal Asia
Appraisal
Appraisers.
Company and also the NCL for the phase 2. Well, ang tanong ko doon, kasi having said that the weighted average cost of capital ng NGCP will be 15.01 to 10.3%, parang hindi po ako makapaniwala na ang ating magiging final determination by 2025 is 10.3%. Considering that according to your discussion with the members of the ERC, ay ang appraised value that was submitted by the RAAC was 173 billion. Am I correct? Doon po sa inyo pong kasi if I'm not mistaken, ma'am, you have dissented, no? Doon po sa decision sa final determination.
Apo. Rulemaking po kasi siya, so technically hindi po dissent, but we have a different two commissioners, myself and Commissioner Maceda, wanted to continue with the basis that we made in the partial determination, which is only to recognize the capex that have been completed and commissioned by the
So in other
NGCP.
words, yung po mga project na use and useful.
Yes.
So in other words, those projects that were completed and commissioned,
Tama po.
which are all efficient,
Yes.
which is in accordance with the rules of the ERC. So having said that, ano po naging ruling ng ating pong ERC?
Apo.
To adopt that those projects that are not completed yet will be part of the opening RAB of the fourth regulatory period?
The decision po, Mr. Chair, of the majority is to allow NGCP to recognize the capex for the capex of the value as spent. So it's
As
the
spent,
as spent
correct.
approach versus the commissioned,
Yes.
completed and commissioned.
So in other words, parang ganito to mga kababayan sa mga members of this committee. Parang yung project na ginagawa po ng NGCP, hindi pa po nagagamit, hindi pa siya useful, hindi pa siya commission, hindi pa natin makikita na siya efficient dahil hindi pa siya tapos, sinisigil na natin sa taong bayan. At ito po ang mali sa ginagawang desisyon ng ERC. But I know that Mona Lisa and Chairman Mona Lisa and Commissioner Maceda dissented. And as a matter of fact, kung titingnan mo yung kanilang desisyon from 173 billion na magiging opening RAB for fourth regulatory period that was submitted by them, it's much lower than the RAAC or the Royal Asia Appraisal Company that conducted the appraising of all these properties. Dahil sila 173 billion, kayo sa inyong appraise is 162 billion. Am I right?
With respect to the capex, Mr. Chair, so that we don't get
Yes, capex lang.
confused po. Apo. In the capex, actually, the independent consultants recommended a capex of only 24.9 billion, Mr. Chair. So,
Capex?
opo, capex po, 24.9 billion. So, but I think the numbers referred to are the capex adopted by the majority, which is 179.3 billion for 2016 for 2022. Yun po yung
Ang
malaki
inadap
pong
po ng
difference
majority,
is 179.3.
are you sure?
Opo. Dun sa final determination.
179. But
Apa.
according sa consultant nyo na nag-appraise ng mga property that will be used on the opening RAB of the fourth regulatory period ay magkano?
Let me check, Mr. Chair, kung ano po yung sa opening RAB. Ibang values po kasi yung sa opening RAB at dun sa capex.
Oh, yes.
We'll check po.
Kasi pumapatak dito sa record ko that the initial determination or the partial initial determination na pinos nyo for the opening RAB, closing and opening RAB is 173.41 billion. Ito'y tumaas ng 196.60 billion para doon sa final determination.
Let me confirm those numbers, Mr. Chair. Yun sa building blocks po kasi yung...
Yes, kasi kung itong partial initial determination was 173.41 billion. So ngayon, ang tanong ko, anong pinagbabasihan ng desisyon noong pagtaas ng almost 23 billion, citing that those project was considered spent, na parang sinasabi natin na ano na yan, kasama na yan sa computation. Don't you think that this is wrong and highly immoral, na hindi pa nagagawa yung mga project, hindi pa siya nako-consume, hindi pa siya napapatunayang efficient, binabayaran na siya ng taong bayan?
Yun po yung main difference po namin ng majority, Mr.
Correct.
Chair. As far as the minority is concerned, only the capex amounts that resulted in actual assets. Hindi pa po kasi mo siya mabubook talaga as assets unless
Correct.
buo na po yung project eh. So that's our stand.
Yes.
And the majority po, the stand of the majority, at least in the draft final determination, is that basta nagastosan na ni NGCP, pwede na po niya.
Hindi pa pwede yun, Mr. Chairman. Hindi pa pwedeng nagastosan na ng NGCP yung proyekto na hindi naman natin nagagamit yung pinoproduce nilang energy, kinakarga na ng taong bayan. Saan ka naman nakakita na ang tollway ginagawa pero binabayaran ng tao? That is absurd. That is highly immoral. Did the NGCP applied for this application? I mean, have they applied that these projects that are not yet used and useful be considered as part of the RAB?
Actually, Mr. Chair, yes, they did. In fact, the total value for CAPEX applied for by NGCP was 214.6 billion pesos.
Okay, NGC, why did you apply for this project that are not yet used and useful? There is a universal application that all regulated entity must not charge the consumer with the properties or assets that are not yet used and useful or consumed or not have been found to be efficient yet.
Mr. Chair, begging your indulgence po for the explanation.
Yes, go ahead.
Actually, historically, thank you, Mr. Chair. Historically po, the ERC has allowed us on an as spent basis. Unlike po kasi an ordinary small value good that you pay before you use, these are large infrastructure capital expenditure projects po. Like an ordinary contractor po, pag nagbabayad tayo paggawa po ng bahay, hindi po yan sisingilin ng contractor at the end of the period.
Attorney.
Yes, Mr.
You're
Chair.
talking about historical, no?
Yes po.
And that's the reason why we're here.
Yes,
We need
Mr.
to
Chair.
correct
Yes,
the
and-
wrong that was done
Yes,
by
Mr.
a
Chair.
public utility
Yes.
na katulad ng NGCP that was given the power as a concessionaire. The utmost priority
Mhm.
is the least cost manner, no?
Actually,
In
Mr.
accordance
Chair,
with the EPIRA law.
if
Now,
I
ang
may
sinasabi
explain
mo,
po.
iba yung sinasabi mo na contractor.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if I
Ang
may
sinasabi
explain po.
natin dito, hindi pa, Attorney Cynthia, hindi pa tapos yung project.
Yes, Mr. Chair, if I may
I-recharge
explain.
na natin sa taong bayan.
If I may
Naningal
explain,
tayo. And that's the
Mr.
reason,
Chair.
okay. And that's the reason why I interrupted you.
Yes po.
Kasi ang sinasabi mo, historically, ganun ang ginagawa.
Yes po.
Mona Lisa, is this true?
I will have to differ, Mr. Chair, because historically, if the resets were done
Yes.
prior to the period, then you allow those amounts.
Correct.
But the difference is for this particular reset that we're doing, because there was no reset that
Yes, tama.
has happened, you cannot do a forecast. Yun nga po yung main difference namin dito. Kaya po ang ni-review namin historical period. And again, Mr. Chair, I'm speaking for the minority kasi
Yes,
nga po,
I know. I understand.
hiwalay. But that's why we cannot do an as-spent approach. Po, alam na natin yung actual na ginastos, alam na natin kung alin yung projects na nagawa lang during that period, how can we still allow an as-spent approach? Hindi mo na yun mako-correct later. Kasi po, dati po, allow mo yung forecast, then you do an annual verification. Ginastos mo ba talaga yung sinabi mong ginastos for this year? Nabuo mo ba yung projects na sabi mong bubuin mo for this year? Pag hindi, may adjustment po yon on an annual
Correct.
basis. But that cannot be done now.
Okay,
Kasi po
naiintindihan ko
tapos
yan,
na.
Mona Lisa.
Thank you
So,
very much.
sa desisyon nyo, nagbotohan kayo dito. So, ano naging boto?
3-2 po, Mr.
So, kayo ang bumoto na hindi nyo pinapayagan na yung mga proyekto na hindi pa tapos ay mapasama doon sa asset na kung saan regulatory asset base para mapasama doon sa opening RAB para sa fourth regulatory period. And this entails almost 25 billion na additional para po doon sa ating CAPEX. At kapag nagdagdag tayo ng 25 billion sa CAPEX, magagalaw ang weighted average cost of capital na 10.3. Am I correct? Kasi
Magagalaw po yung
magagalaw siya.
product. Kasi multiplier po si WACC dun sa
Of course.
ano.
And that's the reason why medyo ano ako dito, medyo wary ako doon sa sitwasyon because you have said a while ago that our final determination, which will be released on January 2025, days from now, will be 10.3.
Yung WACC po, wala naman po masyadong issue. But we do have, in the commission, we
Pero,
do have an issue
Mona,
on the CAPEX po.
Dahil nga, nadagdagan yung inyong CAPEX ng 25 billion dahil sinama natin yung mga proyekto na hindi tapos, nasisingilin sa taong bayan. So, yung WACC talaga magiging 10.3. So, para mabawasan ng 10.3, I think we need to consider the evaluation or appraisal of the two consultants that were hired by the ERC. Yung NCL saka Mr. Chairman, I think we need to invite the Royal Asia Appraisal and also the NCL in the next hearing. And at the same time, I'd like to invite those who have voted against this measure. Especially, bakit kinonsider nila na yung CAPEX na hindi pa tapos yung mga project ay kailangan ng bayaran ng ating mga kababayan.
Okay.
So why
So
they
we take
voted
note of
on
that,
this?
Comsec, please take note of the request of the Honorable Dan Fernandez. So they should be invited in the next hearing. You may proceed, Honorable Dan Fernandez.
So in other words, Mr. Chairman, I want to show you a slide, no?
Before the slide, Honorable Dan
Isang
Fernandez.
ano lang to, isang slide lang.
Before
Yeah,
that,
okay.
2 seconds lang. NGCP,
Thank
you
you
were
very
trying to
much.
say something.
Yeah.
I'll make you finish.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, very much.
Ano po yung gusto niyo sabihin bago po yung slide niyo, Honorable Dan?
Yung sinabi po ni Chair Mona is absolutely correct. There was a regulatory delay in the review of our fourth and fifth regulatory reset process. Now, dapat po nag-umpisa yung review na yan for the fourth reg in 2014 or thereabouts, pero hindi po nagawa. Under the credit of Chair Mona talagang in-expedite na yon. However, the rules in place at that time po were may particular rules po na sinasabi tayo na pinapayagan po ang NGCP na ganun po yung regulatory framework na unti-unti pong sinisingil para hindi po mabulunan ng consumer pagdating sa dulo at bulto na po yung babayaran para sa mga proyekto. Number 1 po yun. Pangalawa po, kada proyekto po namin ina-apply po namin sa ERC at kasama po doon yung ganong klaseng framework. Pangatlo po, yung pagbabago ng mga rules na minention po ni Chair Mona, that's a rule setting issue. That was done after the expenditures were incurred. So nung panahon po patuloy ho ang trabaho ng NGCP bagamat wala ho kaming regulatory reset process. Ang sinundan ho namin yung huling approved rules na wala ho kaming choice kasi nga po hindi po naumpisahan yung pagpataw ng bagong rules. Kaya po ginamit namin yung dating rules at humingi po kami ng interim revenue scheme para ho patuloy yung trabaho ng NGCP. Kung hindi po namin ginawa yun, ang mangyayari mangyayari ho, wala hong magiging magpapatakbo ho sa negosyo. Kaya again po, it is what it is. Nag-delay na po talaga ng almost more than 10 years, around 10 years ang regulatory reset process. Kaya naman ho, nagkakaroon ho ng usapan sa ERC at tinefresh out ho namin yung position nila. At of course, NGCP rin po, meron din kaming posisyon na sinunod lang ho namin yung mga regulasyon na in place at that time. And ang position ho namin, the retroactive application of the rules after the expenditures were made may not be fair on the business po.
Here's Malanda. It's fun because I think she's talking about they were just following. She was basically what she was saying. NGCP was saying was they were just following what the rules dictated. So please respond.
Sige po. Baka po, I will explain po the reasoning of ERC. The regulatory reset rules po apply for a particular regulatory period. Paglampas po nung regulatory period na yon, meron talagang
Actually.
vacuum in the law. Kasi po, hindi na siya dapat talaga nag-a-apply doon. That's why when we issued in 2022, the rules that will apply for that period wherein wala pong naging rules, sabi namin, tapos na yan, we will apply the historical cost. Na may record naman po yung commission, may record din naman pong sinapit si NGCP. So hindi po, para sa amin, hindi po ito issue ng retroactive rate making because there were no, or retroactive rule making or rate making kasi nga po, klaro na ang regulatory period may specific set of rules po siya. Ngayon, tama naman po din yung punto ni NGCP na hindi po kasi naglabas yung ERC ng rules po dati. Tama po yon. Kaya lang po, sabi na nga rin po, we are where we are, kaya po gawin na lang natin kung ano po yung kaya po nating gawin ngayon. Pero dun sa punto po na sinusunod lang po yung, kahit po sundan natin yung punto nila na sinusunod lang nila yung dating rules, meron din po tayong listahan ng mga projects na dapat ay nakasama nung na-complete nung third RP kasi po at sinisingil na sa atin na hindi pa rin po nakumpleto. So, meron din pong, siguro po, meron mang pagkukulang yung ERC, may pagkukulang din po talaga din si NGCP kasi po, meron siyang naaprubahang mga proyekto, sinisingil na sa atin, pero hindi pa rin po talaga nila, hindi pa rin po nga nasimula.
Yusek Sharon Garin.
Can we get
Mr.
Mr. Chair?